Hello everybody and welcome to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Yes, when there are no games of interest to me on the Steam store, I jump back to the PS2 era. That happens quite a lot actually, you'd be surprised. And today we are jumping back to one of my very first mascot platformers. Now of course the PS2 had quite a few. You had Jak and Daxter, you had Ratchet and Clank, you had Sly Cooper and Amphibious Raccoonus. There were a lot of them. It was that era when the console didn't really have a mascot. There was Crash, but he really was more of a PS1 mascot. On the PS2, he went a bit off the edge. But anyway, so yes, what we are going to do today is we are going to jump back in time into Jak and Daxter and see whether it's held up that much. By my memory, it sort of has. Also worth noting, I'm playing this on an emulator with the disc, so this is looking much better than it normally would. But besides that, it is all still the same game, still all the same stuff that NaughtyDog produced many 20 years ago, in fact, 20 years old. Damn, that's old. I feel old. And here we are, the beginning of the game. There is a very long cutscene before this, but I have skipped that just for the sake of simplicity. Also the fact that that would take up a majority of the video. It is a very long cutscene, very comprehensive, but still. Now, if you do not remember, it's a very cartoony game. It looks wonderful, and you've got three basic controls. You've got a punch, you've got a spin, you got a punch, you got another punch, you got a spin, and you can jump, as you would expect. And it's a collectathon, so naturally you have got collectibles. You are collecting Precursor eggs, which I believe are actually called something else. And then you are collecting some other stuff, like that thing over there, which I believe is called a Precursor Orb, which is pretty nice. No, it isn't. No. Okay, the eggs are the Precursor Orbs. That's it. And the egg thing, the thing here is a power cell. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. There we go. I always love the collection animations. And then, there we go. In each level, you also have 7 of these. These are scout flies. If you break them, which is that, there we go. Double jump and a smash. It's very easy to do. Like, generally, this game, whilst giving you the illusion of an open world, is semi-linear, like to a degree. Not as much as some other games, but it's kind of linear in the way it's, you know, worlds are organized. Right. Either that or the worlds are most often so small that it doesn't really, you know, provide much of a challenge to try and get them all. At least in the first, like, 2 to 3 worlds, it hasn't been. Hate to say it, I can't remember the last time I played through the last world of this game. Normally, I just start off again, and I play through, like, the first world. Because the first world is absolutely lovely. You know, you've got the Forbidden Jungle, you've got the village, you've got all of those really nice areas. You've got the Lost Temple as well. It's just wonderfully put together. Right. There we go. Also, I've turned off all of the hints so you won't hear any of the tutorial commentary. If you were wondering why you weren't hearing that, if you're familiar with the game. Right. There we go. Punchy punchy. You've got different colours of eco, which act as different things. Blue eco speeds you up and gives you more powerful punches. Yellow eco acts as your health. And red eco, later on, gives you an extra little punch, which is lovely. I don't remember if we get power over dark eco in this game. You might do, but that might just be in Jak 2 and 3. Anyway, there we go. Blue eco also allows you to power up doors and get them to open up. Like that. Isn't that lovely? As I say, it's very linear starting out, but there are some really nice elements to it. For example, I still remember Geyser Rock just as a location. It's very nicely constructed for a tutorial. You know, it's a small area, so you never have the risk of getting lost. It's also just very well set up to teach you stuff organically without the tutorial stuff. So, for example, if you didn't have the help text, you could still go around and just explore it. And, you know, you'd still find every little thing you needed to. There we go. Come on. Wait a minute. I might have already got them, actually. Right. Oh, well. That's fine. On we go, then. There we go. But, yeah. It also gets you a decent number of Precursor Orbs, which you do need to do pretty much anything you want to do in the game. They allow you to get power cells, which you need to power up items to get to different worlds. As you would expect, it's a collectathon. Who would have guessed you need to collect stuff? But here we go. So, just very easy. 4 power cells, like, what is it, 50 Precursor Orbs, so I've missed a couple of those, and 7 Scout Flies. It is... I always forget that circles not cancel in this game. Anyway, it's a very simple game in many ways. There we are. I will say, though, one of the weird things about this as a emulated version of the game, or just running the game for an emulator, the shadows go really weird unless you fix them. And I'm not sure why that is, but like, before I fixed it, which is another reason for not seeing the cutscenes, the ears had like these big black bars going out from underneath them, which is so odd. Also, there's the Green Sage. I like him. He is my favourite character in the series because of how cynical he is. Also, another weird thing, I don't know, because this happened on the PS2 as well. Occasionally the audio slows down randomly and the game just sort of stutters along. No matter what I do, I can't even solve that in the emulator settings. It wasn't yellow eco, it was green eco. Yellow eco does something else. And I can't remember what. But yeah, because there's green, yellow, red, and blue eco as the main ones, then there's dark eco. But there we go. And also, look over here. It's a thing from Crash Bandicoot. It's one of those piranha plants. Lovely. Ah, delightful. Anyway, there we go. So now we've got a whole village to explore. Standover Village. And you may notice, like, the music in this game is very simple. It focuses a lot on, like, instrumentation with a sort of more rustic feel. You've got lots of drums. You've got lots of, like, basic instrumentation. Right, let's open you up. No, I did not want to do that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And, of course, even the little village has scout flies. You know, all of the areas do. And you've got villagers like the mayor, hello, who have quests for you.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well.
He also, again, I'm not sure why this is. His eye texture is confused with his eyebrow texture. So he has an eyebrow eye. And there it goes. That's a weird thing. Again, that's a very weird thing. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. It's so odd.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look.
I like his hat as well. I really want that hat.
I'll give you a power cell.
Yeah, it's lovely. Give me a power cell.
If by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign,
I think that's about 90 power cells, so that'll take a little while to pick up.
the minimum contribution is a very modest 90.
Yeah, everything in this first area. In fact, I'm trying to remember, is it just this first area or is it the whole game? It might be the whole game. Whenever you're buying something, it'll tend to be 90 power cells, which is fair, I guess. You know, it's a nice round number-ish. 100 would make a bit more sense, but sure, go on, 90, be quirky. Okay, Jack's uncle. Hello, I remember you.
Hello there, my dear boy.
That's a monocle. That isn't an eyebrow texture. Fantastic.
I wish to set off on my journeys yesterday, but
It's weird how little we know about this character given what happens in the later games. I always just imagine it like Uncle with like speech marks around it. But yeah, so he needs another 90 powers, Precursor Orbs. Easy enough to get. Also, I love how expressive Daxter is.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle?
Makes a lot of sense given that Jack is a silent protagonist to have this like wisecracking sidekick. Yes, lovely. I do not have enough, so what do we do for that? Well, that means that we have to explore one of the other areas. But before that, we might as well talk to as many of the villagers as we can, because there's one more that is important before we go over to the first area. It's this lady, the one who looks like a tit. Somewhat literally. Hello.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know...
I also love her as well. She's very nice. She's kind of adorable in a way. You know, not including the weird giant bird costume.
Nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay
So,
on it.
yeah, there we go. We're meant to...
Do
give it a soft landing, but I'm presuming just punching it would be enough to break it open. Right, well, there we go. I think that's everything we need to set up before we take a look at the first area. Now, we won't be looking at the jungle because whilst it's a nice area, it's not my favourite from this starting bit. My favourite in the starting bit is the sandy beach, which is just really nice. I don't know why, I just love the environments in this first area. So much more than the other areas in the game. Right, in fact, is there... Yeah, there's another scout fly. Okay. There we go. 4 out of 7 already. Very easy. Sentinel Beach. That's it. Yes. Right. Because they also give you a lot of blue eco starting out, which allows you to just speed through this first area. Oh, and you get to pick up one of those. Wonderful. Right, let's see. Which one should we do first? We've got the option of... Because we've got a few ones over here. We have got the eco harvesters, the egg, and the scout flies. I thought we'd have a couple more, but maybe not. Okay. Also, I love the little dog enemies in this area as well. They're like the adorable puppy version of the lurkers you see later on in the game. And they are just... They're kind of adorable. Oh, shit. Well... Yep, also there's that weird turret that's firing out those bags of flaming explosives. Which are, again, an interesting... You know, an interesting thing. Oh, wait a minute, is the old lady already here? Because I think she's meant to be around here somewhere. Okay. Right. There's a Precursor Orb here. Yes, I remember. Oh, God, my memory for this game is much better than I thought it would be. There we go. Now, that one over there, you see that pelican? That pelican is the biggest asshole in gaming. Because once you go up to the Precursor Orb, he goes down and he swipes it up. Like a dick. So naturally now we have to perform animal abuse. We have to punch the pelican so he vomits it back up. Which is not the way I expected this game to go when I first played it. But I love it. I don't love the animal abuse, but I love the fact that it's so weird. Anyway, shouldn't have to clarify that. Right. Come on. There we go. Okay. I also love the day and night cycle in this game. You get some areas which just don't really change depending on day or night. You know, a lot of indoor areas like the temple. There's an underwater temple as well, which is very nicely done. But I do like in this early area, at least, you do get a very different look at the worlds when you have the light and dark. There we go. That's the green eco. Ah, lovely. Oh, and we'll be looking over at those, like, weird pillar things in a bit. Because, again... One of those things in this game that I am very nostalgic for, just that area, and I don't entirely know why, because there's nothing particularly special about them. I just remember exploring them a lot when I was younger. Anyway, there we go, another power cell. Fantastic. And very low effort. Right. There we go. But yeah, this is an area which I've played through so many times by now. It borders on ridiculous. But anyway, so, yeah, we got these things. And if I remember rightly, there's some seagulls over here. And you can bother them. And I think you get a power cell for it. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute, we've got something up here. Yeah, another scout crate. Lovely. Open it up. I always... why do I keep going for triangle as the downward bash? Why is that? What game has triangle be the ground pound? I don't remember. Damn it, what game has the ground bash set on triangle? Is it Crash? Is it Crash that does that? I think it is. I think it's Crash Bandicoot which has the triangle ground pound. That is the one thing. I often do get confused with the control schemes because although a lot of these games do seem to have similar controls, they are also very different. Anyway, bye-bye birdies. No, where are they going? Ah, you assholes. No. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that worked. Lovely. And I think... Yes. Okay. That gives us another power cell. Lovely. See, that's one of those things which might be tricky to find unless there's already a thing for it. No, that's just get the fallen power cell. So there wouldn't actually be a way for you to know that you had to move the seagulls out of the way. Which is really nice, because it means a bit more exploration. Like, compare it to, say, Mario 64, where they give you a very clear idea of what you need to do for each power cell. Or star, rather. Bloody hell, I've got power cells on the brain. But yeah, compare it to that, where you've got very obvious hints for each star in Mario 64, or even in, say, Banjo-Kazooie. It tends to give you a really good idea of what you need to do for each Jiggy. You know, I like the ambiguity of Jak and Daxter a lot more. And it's a shame, in a way, that they decided to go in such a different direction for the other games. Like, they changed from generic collectathons, which admittedly was not the best thing, into what was effectively just a shooter. It's a good shooter, don't get me wrong, and we'll probably have a look at Jak 2 and Jak 3 going forward. But, you know, I actually really like this. I think that this is a legitimately great platformer. A legitimately great collectathon as well. You know, it's not as if they were a rare thing in any way. But I don't know. I kind of miss this kind of platformer. Especially in modern gaming. We don't really have that many of them. The last one I remember, 3D collectathon. So there was Mario Odyssey, but if you're not including Nintendo, then it would have been Yooka-Laylee. Or A Hat in Time, which were... Okay, I haven't actually played A Hat in Time. I really need to, because it looked great. But Yooka-Laylee, at least, was a pretty decent time. It wasn't great, but it was definitely good. In fact, I played it on the channel when it came out, and it was, you know, it was a good time. It worked fine. Wait! Damn it! Okay, there's a reason that I want the... Damn it! There's a reason that I wanted the bloody thing, the blue eco, because there's a valve at the end, and if you open it up, you get a ton of Precursor Orbs. Anyway, let's, well, fortunately there are some green eco vents nearby, so I doubt we're gonna die, which is the good news. Ah, wonderful. There we go. But yeah. I mean, I actually really need to play A Hat in Time. Maybe I'll do that for another video. Because that's one which I haven't tried out yet. But yeah, the last one I played was Yooka-Laylee. And that had its good parts. But in many ways, it felt far too... I don't know. It was good. But I feel like it was lacking in many areas. I think mainly the level design. You know, that was an odd thing, which I don't think they did as well as the, you know, the rare games that preceded it. Anyway, so what we need to do with this, we need to punch it. And again. And again. There we go.
Now meet me down here by the egg.
Yes, there we go. That doesn't take any time at all. Right, give me the power cell.
I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
And there's the birdie. And that birdie is the most amazing birdie in the world, because it's actually used later on.
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah, I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
There we go. So, yeah, that bird actually does come back. It comes back in, I think, the third world, in like a swamp level. And it's, you know, it's really nice to actually have it be used. You know, you get on its back, it platforms, it jumps around. It's all in all just really nice. It's really well done. Right, so let's go and explore the jungle a bit. We seem to have the time at least. Also, how many power cells do we have? Wrong one. There we go. 105. Wow, look at that. We can give some power arrows to Jak's uncle. Now, obviously, I'm not going to try and 100% any areas, because that would take a long fucking time. I think in the stream even, it took me like 2 hours to get all of the original areas dealt with. That is not the right one. Let me see. That's the mayor. We'll go back later. There we go.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, good, jolly good. Precursor Orbs that we...
Yes, yes, yes. Go on, just take them.
I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, Tota, bye-bye.
There we go. Fantastic. But yeah, so there we go. That's, you know, it's very simple. It's, you know, it's not an amazing in-depth story either. For the most part, it stays pretty simple. Fuck the yak guy. Not going to do that. Sorry, that seems to come out of nowhere, but it's just looking at the yaks. I do not want to fuck around with that. If you remember this game, you will remember the yaks as being a pain in the ass. And they are, because they suck. This whole thing to get a power cell, not worth it. It takes not ages per se. Wow, that game is really slowing down. And you know why? It's because we're loading up a new area. And the game always did that whenever you were loading up a new area for some reason. It just slowed down to an absolute crawl for like a couple of seconds. Anyway, the Forbidden Jungle. Yes, this has one of my favorite little just like exploration-based puzzles in the game. So, it also has my least favorite puzzle or little thing in the game. And again, if you know this game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the goddamn fisherman. There we go. But all in all, this is actually just a very nicely done level. It's very well done. The music's nice and simple. It works wonderfully to go into the next level, which is the Lost Temple, I believe, which is that big building over there. But yeah, all in all, yeah, I can't get over there like that. I need to do a rolling jump. Anyway, we'll ignore that for now. There we go. We'll go this way. But yeah, if you remember the fisherman quest where you have to get the, what is it, 50 or 100 fish? I did that recently, and that still absolutely sucks. That is an awful mission. I hate it. Like, the fishing in this level can go to hell. It is a pain in the ass. It took me like 10 minutes to do. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. On the upside, it's the only thing like that in the entire game. Right. Oh, right. I have to break this. There we go. And this starts off the most interesting quest that I can think of. Like in the exploration quest. This is just something which I absolutely love. So you control that with circle. Then you look around. You have a little thing. And it points you to the next little dish. There we go. Nice and simple. And you're effectively just creating a network of those dishes going all around the area. I don't know why. I legitimately love that. I love it. It's a great little, you know, thing to help you get around the area. Especially if it's your first time playing the game, it's a great way to introduce you to the area in general. You know, it shows you all of the areas of interest, and it's just brilliantly done. I absolutely love it. Okay, get out of the water. There, a piranha. Right, there we go. We've got another one, which is somewhere down here. There we go. It also gives you a pretty good look at the temple, which is quite nice. Right. Okay. I don't know, there's just so much to like about this game. From the character designs to the areas and the way they're designed to even just the writing is very well done. I don't know. I feel like I'm giving this game a lot of credit, but it is honestly, quite frankly, there is a lot of nostalgia talking. You know, that was always going to be the case. Somewhere down there. There we go. Lovely. And also, this is the way that you get the power back to the mare. Right. Can I... Sorry, can the camera work with me there? Maybe I can... Well, I could have, but not like that. There's the fisherman. Don't care about you. I'm just going to ignore you. You are the worst side quest I've ever done. That is probably hyperbole. But I legitimately did not enjoy it. So, fuck it. There we go. There we go. Lovely. It also has some, like, nice basic platforming areas as well. All of which just it comes together so nicely. Right. And this introduces the Dark Eco crates. If you hit those, you're boned. Lovely. There we go. Right. Now this one should be a bit more towards the beach area. Yep, there we go. Lovely. Perfect. And I think that's the last one. I think after that it goes back to the village. So, let's climb up here a bit. There we go. I love the way that all of these areas are interlinked. It does a great job with it. Ah, fuck. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a big fall. It's fine. It's fine. Tell you what. Ah, dear. I hate it. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that works out nicely. Also, I don't know if anyone remembers this. One of the things I took away from this game, more than anything else, is the big shark that comes out. I don't know if you remember that. There's a big fucking shark, and he comes out and he eats you if you swim too far out to sea. Which is so nice. And one of those, like, silly little details. It's brilliant. Like Clanker in Banjo. Anyway, there we go. We've restored power to the village. Look at that. The windmill is spinning. Amazing. Right. So, yeah. Let's just go and get that power cell. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's very easy to do in the Forbidden Jungle. I might just show off the fishing. As much as I hate it, I feel like it's probably best to show off how bad I am at it. Oh my god. No, it's slowing down again. Oh, damn. This is a very big open world game running on a 270 GTX graphics card. I feel like I shouldn't be having these issues, but I am. Oh boy. He really needs to get that mustache plucked. It's covering his eye. It's not good for him.
Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you earned a power cell.
I also love the way that they present the power cells. Like, some characters just take them out of their ass, but I like the ones that take them out of like a hat or a piece of clothing that they have on them, rather than just pulling it out of their ass, sometimes literally. Anyway, let's have a go and look at that fishing thing to finish off for today's video. Okay, here we are. Let's have a go at it then.
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing ring. And now they're gobbling up big.
So yeah, that's the thing about the shark. I love how they implement it into the story naturally.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you.
Yep, it doesn't really work out that well.
100 pounds of them critters.
You do bear with a rod.
Shrimp here. Use my speedboat to get to Misty.
So yeah, that's the way you get over to Misty Island, which is the area you start the cutscene at the beginning of the game. Let's have a look at it.
Fish to catch.
I hate it.
Pound fishies and 5-pound fishies.
I love the look of the fish. I just hate the way that this works.
Pounds of good fish. Then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Well, there we go. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This may not look that bad when you start out. This, in fact, may even look easy. But I assure you, I'm going to fuck this up. I am going to 100% screw it up. There we go. But yeah, you need to catch 200 pounds of fish, which is more than I thought it was. And quite frankly, that is... Oh, no. I'm already getting, like, flashbacks to when I first played this as a kid. Yikes. Okay. No! And that's it. There we go.
Want to try for the power cell sometime?
I don't want to do it again. It sucks. I hate it. Oh, it's very easy to be overwhelmed by the eels, even like early on, and I kind of hate that. Like, okay. Oh, I forgot you could kill the piranhas in the water. Huh. That's nice. Right, tell you what, let's just get one easy power cell and finish things off. There we go. But yeah, there's a really easy power cell to get somewhere around here, I believe. I may be incorrect, but I think if we go through... Ah, yeah, here we go. There we go. Power cell, nice and easy. Lovely way to finish off the video. Right, there we go. Fantastic. Now, tell you what, I lied. We're going to get eaten by a shark. There we go. Where is he? There you are, the biggest fish. Lovely. Well, there we go, everybody. This has been Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And you know what? It still holds up pretty well, besides that fishing minigame, which still sucks after all these years, and I hate it. But there we are. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, well, there's always a button for you as well, so don't forget about it. In any case, I've been Togglejam, this has been Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and I shall see you next time, where we might be covering Jak 2.